the Sunshine State, Orlando, Florida, the mecca of Nike outlets. Currently at one of them right now. This is a Nike factory store on International Drive. One of the highest grossing Nike outlets in the nation. And it gets a lot of tourists. As you can see, some of them are catching an Uber right now. It's been a while since I've been here. Oops, excuse me. Excuse me.
Thank you.
No problem. Now, even though this is like the second busiest Nike outlet here in Central Florida, right now it's kind of quaint. It's not as busy as expected. So we're gonna come over the clothing first, then we'll pull up to the shoes and see what's popping, see what's on sale, see if any new shoes has been added or any shoes been discounted. And when you guys walk in the building, the clothing is gonna be on the left-hand side, at least for men. And way in the back in the cut, you're gonna find a lot of Jordan apparel, including jogger shorts. These jogger shorts runs $34.99. Not bad for casual wear, but I've been in the process of looking for some Nike basketball shorts or even Jordan basketball shorts. If you notice, the inseam is not that long, so these definitely above the knee, but the price is also guapi, coming in at $44.99. The material is not that great, and I've been having a lot of gripe of finding good basketball shorts from Jordan brand or Nike, because you're losing me with quality and comfort. There's nothing comfortable about wearing running shorts for basketball shorts. At least that's how I feel. These shorts are high above the knee and the quality is definitely not as equal as it was back in the day. Am I the only one that's thinking that? Comment down below. Let me know if you have any gripe with Nike basketball shorts. The clothing is pretty much on par, at least with the Jordan gear. This is a Jordan jacket. It's denim. I have found these in the factory store, if I'm not mistaken. And these are probably guapi. $89.99 for this black denim. My favorite of all Jordan apparel are the hoodies. They do make heavyweight hoodies. This is olive green or medium olive colorway, and it's going for $100. The quality is there. It is heavyweight. It's about 12 to 13 ounces, and they also got the jogger pants to match. But they also got a different color. Top is $69.99. It's also heavyweight as well. Similar style and make as the previous one we just looked at. And I can be doing the randomest things for logos. $24 for this. So this one is definitely different. That's 35 beans as well. This is the Tech Fleece section, and the Tech Fleece is in for $94.99. There's the heather gray top. They also got the pants to match, but drawstring. We don't do drawstring, at least I don't. And they got the black to match, opposite of the heather gray. However, that's $135 for the top and $64 for the joggers. The jogger pants ain't that bad. Are these kids though? Nah, it's just medium. Let's make sure that pricing is correct. So we found a large, and it says $115. That's crazy. But then this medium shows $64. Is there a price discrepancy? This one says kids, makes sense. So the adult men's is going to be $115 for the black Tech Fleece jogger. Winter is right around the corner, so it makes sense that they're hiking the price up and discounting the summer gear. Like this Nata rayon shirt, it's going for $49.97 with additional 40% off. $49.97, so $30 for this joint right here. What are they doing? They also got some basketball shorts for 40% off. This one's $64.99. That seems guapi. Some other basketball shorts. This one look thick, definitely below the knees. $39.97. So this would be $23. What is this over here? Size large. Oh, I got these in black. $49.99. Not bad. Did I stumble upon Rookie of the Years? They're going for $100. So let's take a look at the Hashwall. 30% off the Hashwall. So it went from 20% to 30%. So it's climbing back up, guys. So that means greater discounts. So you got these 180 Jokers, $84.97. So I'm curious to see what these 270s are costing. $129.99 with additional 30% off. So it ended up being $90. So definitely tax exempt because it's below $100. Probably one of the cheapest 270s I have found. But to be honest with you, the other pair of 270s I have seen below $100 was the exact same colorway. Jordan 1 mids, $100. LeBron 22s, I believe these are $79.97. That's the going price for them. P6000, super comfortable shoe. Of course, they had a fall. So tired dropping shoes. I'm so tired of dropping shoes, man. Vomeros, $89.97 with additional 30% off. Gray, orange, and black clean shoe. Look at these Vapor Max Plus. I love this colorway. It's that Houston Oilers colorway. What's up, man?
I love your channel.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Man, I'll see you all the time.
That's what's up, man. Thank you for watching, man. Appreciate you. So many pairs of these. $139 with 30% off. We got some regular Vapor Max Platinum. 169. They guapi though. Another UNC mids, Air Forces, DNs, 129. Damn. What I found. Midnight Navies, Air Jordan 1 High OGs. Haven't seen these in the outlet in a while. Now the question is, how much are the 109? But you are getting 30% off. The R size 11.5, and they end up being $76 with no tax, because in the state of Florida, August, there's no sales tax. So you're literally paying $76 and some change. Literally, that's it for these joints. However, it comes with a replacement box. I think this is a great price. Let me know if you feel the same way. It's $109 with additional 30% off, would end up being $79.99. Let me know if you think that's a great price. Comment down below. There's actually bigger sizes over here. We found some 11.5 satin shadows, but look at the price, $129.99. So it ended up being $90. Oh, there's more of the Midnight Navies, and this one does come with a box, just minus the lid. And what are these up here? Freak 7s for $115. I don't think I ever seen these joints. The box is unique. That's what threw me off. Freak 7s, y'all. We rock these? I think it's retail though. They are retail. 115. There's a slew of these mids in the building. Some with the regular box with the lid cut off, and some with replacement box, still with the lid cut off. $99 for additional 30% off, so $70 off the building. Along with these are $84.97, I believe. But those, the lid is cut off from those. More of the Vomeros. Just giving you guys a recap. These are bigger sizes, so it looks like they have a lot of these shoes in multiple different sizes. So Winter Garden is not the only spot to have the Phoenix colorway of the next generation for $84.97 with additional 30% off. So that ended up being like 50 something dollars. Now the question is, what was here for $59.97 30% off? I'll find that out. And I do got the Panda Dunks suede for $74.97 with additional 30% off. Not sure who's still looking for Pandas, but if you want the variant of it, not the leather, but the suede, they got you. Few sizes left though. So whatever was here cost $41.99. One of the employees just pointed this out to me, that these Air Max Plus drifts, they're going for $74.97 with additional 30% off. It's a great steal. However, they're very bulky and heavy. I'm not a fan of them, but at this price, I think that's a great steal. Or you can get a different color and pay a lot more. These joints are going for $90, and so is this colorway. Well, look what we found. We found the Air Jordan 13 Doom Res, and this joint is hitting for $149.99. No additional discounts. Then you got the Downtowns, which is the Air Force One, all black predominantly. Look at the going price, $115. That's the typical price in every factory store you visit across the nation. Unless you're overseas, then price varies. You got these Easter joints. I kind of like them. $99, but I won't rock them. The T does going for $80. And look what we found again. The 180s in the Joker colorway. This time you can get this shoe with the box for $84.97 with additional 30% off. Box intact and everything. So this pair will be below $60 and above $55. So it's between there, because they don't have a cheat sheet for $84.97. But we saw this on the Hashwall. You didn't have the lid. Now you can get it with the lid for the exact same price. This is why it's great to always check the bins so you know where your best opportunity is at. And the greatest opportunity for this pair of shoes would be right here with the box intact. And look at the wax paper, untouched until I did. I'm gonna put it back exactly how I found it. For those who wear size 10 and looking for a pair. Joker 180s available for the low. These 270s in this khaki colorway for $100. I told you guys, 270s really ever go on sale. First, I have never seen this colorway, and this is probably one of the cheapest 270s that I found since the Volt colorway that I showed you earlier that was on the Hashwall. This is crazy. 99 beans. Colorway's not that bad. Definitely a fall shoe. Look at the remaining. The Volt 109. This gray white and purple, $134. This yellow one, $129.99. Then you got the predominantly all black for $134. If you don't like all black, they got you for the all white, and that's going for the same price, $134.99. Let me put this back the other way. Then you got the interracial version, which is $134.99, black and white, 270s. And I told you guys, I start seeing a lot of Vapor Max next, but these are the fours for $189.99. This shoe was guapi, $300. That's like a 40% discount. I don't know, y'all do the math, but it's really cheap compared to the suggested retail. And then we got this, which is the 3. I actually like this colorway, and I have seen these on the Hashwall as well. These are marathon shoes, so if you're looking for some fast shoes, for running shoes, some good running shoes, these. However, I heard they only hold up for 1 or 2 runs. Y'all runners, in the comments, let me know what your thoughts about these shoes. Are these good running shoes? How long can you run in these, and how many marathons can you do? You can get 2, 3, 4 marathons out of these, and at these prices, is it even worth the price if you can only get 1 or 2 runs out of? You guys gotta let me know. I'm not an avid runner. Used to be. I know nothing about running shoes. Fun fact, I set the mile record at my school and it held up for like 20 something years. And that's what I'm not even good at. Anyways, you got some DNs. This was $84. Dark team red. Now this color I have never seen before. The predominantly all white, or is it platinum? What are they calling these joints? Platinum. I know it. Nike don't make things simple. $129 is the price and these are $84. No additional discounts if you're looking for some DNs. Now these are DN8s. Now there's the predecessor to the DNs. I mean, they share the same DNA. Unintended and all. But $115 is the price for this pair, and you got the Towns for $115, predominantly all white Air Force Ones, the staple in the Nike community. And then we got some 90 Tech in the building, the Shocks. These are going for $119. I'm not mad at the colorway. I like the black. I like the Volt, or is that yellow? What colorway is that? That's black, metallic silver. It's crazy that Nike don't even have the colorway for the yellow, barely Volt colorway in that shoe. Then we got another khaki or beige joint with a little bit of brown, bouquet brown maybe. This is Crave Stone and Crave Stone, whatever. One of these days, we're gonna do a video dedicated to colorways and how to read colorways on shoebox. It's very complicated, not really, but Nike can make it difficult. I'll break that down in a future video. This one says Crave Stone, and we know there's more colors than just Crave Stone on this shoe. And from the inner lining to the outsole, the midsole, the midfoot, all of them have different colors. But Nike failed to disclose all the colorways of this shoe on the box label. Last but not least, we got another Shock. These are the TLs as well, predominantly all royal blue. But let's check the box code. Maybe it might be a different colorway. It's Hyper Royal and metallic silver. See, Nike even disclosed the color of the swoosh and the midfoot and the outsole. Just two colors though. I can't believe they're still investing in 2017s for $164. We saw the khakis not long ago. Is this also the khaki colorway? Am I mistaken? Is it the same shoe? This one says sand and black khaki. Might be the same shoe. $164 is the price though. And they got the predominantly all black one for a little bit less money, $134.99. Now we're in the section that everybody been patiently waiting for. The Jordan section, man. Let's go through the aisles and see what's popping for the J's. Including the substitute, like these, 2 and a third. They're going for $90. No sales tax on that pair. I actually like this pair though. The colorway is fire. Green and white, $109. Definitely got paid tax because it's over $100. And then you got these Asset. Not a fan of them, but these are growing on me. These are the Air Jordan 4 RMs, and they got them in different colorways. This is the Breath for $109. We have seen this in multiple different outlets, the gray, the white, a little bit of the maize yellow. They're going for $79.99. Then you got the candy cane, predominantly white and red. Those are hitting for $100. And the price is definitely coming down. You got the gray and that UNC blue on the back heel. That's dope. $129 though, but my favorite, I believe, is this. This is white and gray. A little bit of UNC blue, that baby blue, powder blue, that blue that I like on shoes. $99 for it. You guys want to see the substitute, you got them. Uh-oh, this is not no substitute, but that price is. That price has substituted for a cheaper value. It used to be $200. Now this store, another store where I first saw them on shelves, now they popped up here for like $50 cheaper. They're going for $149.99. Now, obviously, Nike can do a lot better. $200 with no additional discount. Then it dropped down to a reduce of $149. These are clean. I would like to get a pair of these, but I gotta be under $100. Fun fact, I have found these for $79.99 at the clearance store, but then it had the box label. What's missing? An extra set of laces. This is around Christmas time of last year. These shoes is clearly over a year old, so I definitely like to get it. As a Jordan 1 collector, some maroon metallics. Clean, bro. Is it burgundy? I think they're burgundy metallics. I think that's what it is. Or is it? No, it's burgundy. I'm going with burgundy. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what you're calling these. And they got that postcard like they did back in '85. These are the '85 high OGs. Not to be confused for the Air Jordan 1 high OGs. There's a slight difference. Because the high OGs is not the original cut of the '85 high OGs. These are the high OGs. These are the green glows. They're hitting for $109. And right next to it is the '85 high. So it's a slightly different cut than what you would find on the high OG. This is supposed to be true to the original. And this is what we got starting around 2015, 2016. Fun fact, I got my pair for $35. Crazy still. But we're not done. We got the artisanal team red for $139.99. Now, I didn't get mine as cheap as $35, but I got mine cheaper than this. Don't remember exactly what I paid, but I know it's below $100. Same thing is true for these. These are the black gold metallics in for $109. This is a going price for this shoe in all the Nike factory stores. The most you probably get is additional 20 or 30% off. You can find the Hashwall. For the moment, this is the firm price it's stuck on. If you bought this shoe last year or probably beginning of this year, you would have found it for $79.99 at the clearance stores. They're probably dried up by now. These are mids. This is one of the most softest leather I have felt on a mid in a long time. They're not bad. The 80 beans for those. This one, not so great. Colorway's alright. It's 100 beans. UNC blue lows. These are 90. Patent leather, by the way. And look, the rookie of the year lows. They're back in the building. They was here a few months back when I vlogged it. Now they reappear. And for the same price of $100. So there are tax exempt, no additional discounts. It's a few pairs left. When I pulled up, I saw a few resellers buying these shoes. They was taking advantage of these shoes. I'm not sure what sizes they got in hand. I'm not sure what sizes are left. I'll probably scan it here shortly and tell y'all exactly what's available if you're still looking for a pair. But don't be mad that you're not finding out that these shoes in the building. I vlogged this like a couple weeks back. So if you guys follow me or subscribe to this channel and having the notifications turned on, you guys would have known that these shoes is in the building a few weeks back. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and save yourself some pricing agony, literally and figuratively. You don't want to be overpaying for shoes that you don't have to. All you gotta do is follow the channel and you'll find deals like this and like these lows for the low. These, by the way, are 90 beans. I'm not a fan of these lows. These not the OG, like these rookie of the years. Oh, and by the way, they got almost a full-size runs in those rookie of the years. Anyways, these whatnot fours are going for $69.99. There's a more colorful joint. These are the take ones, and then also got the LeBron neck. Or no, this is the Genesis for 100 beans. We got the 21s for $139, the denim bleach version. I actually like that shoe. They got the necks for 90, multicolored necks. We also got the Witness. We already know where we could find these at the cheapest possible price. I actually bought a pair of these. I got the Foamer Simpson version of these. These would be considered the blackouts, my personal opinion, because it's predominantly all black. But right behind it, GT Cut Cross for 80, another colorway for 80, and you got the GT Cut 3s. These are 134. There are gloppy shoes. You got the Ja 2s for 75. I like this multicolor version. Would I rock it? Probably. That's cool. And they got another one. These are the eyes. So I got a riddle for you guys. If YES spells yes, what the EYES spells? Comment down below. You'd be surprised how many people get that wrong. I wish I was with you to hear some of your answers. I know a lot of you guys got it wrong. These jobs are also selling for $99. Two different colorways. You know, back in the days, they actually made a color similar to this. It was the Kyrie 3s, and they call them the Pepsis, the Uncle Drew joints. It was clean. I remember picking up a pair from Shoe Palace. Never got a chance to hoop in them, but it was similar to this colorway, just minus the brown piece or the beige piece in the back of the heel. And you got the Immortality, it's not a fan, and you also got some Giannis 6s in the book. If YES spells yes, what the EYES spells, I'm gonna tell y'all it spells eyes, guys. But you'd be surprised. When you ask people in person, you'd be surprised how many people get it wrong. These are going for $120. I think Dunks on the way out. Dunks have really never been a thing, man. As long as I've been vlogging, they've always been sitters. I'm in a lot of shoes back in the days were sitters. I mean, Dunks included, Kobe's, LeBron's, all of them are widely available at the outlet. So it's just surprising when people jumped on the train during the pandemic, along with the Jordan 1s. They kind of saturated the market, Nike did, and they kind of create the buzz and hype for the shoe, but I don't think it really was sustainable. People always want shoes that other people can't get, and that's what creates the sneaker culture. At least the new era of the sneaker culture. Because back in the days, if this was exclusive and you had it in high school, people tried not to get the exact same shoe. We at least had our own identity back in the days. Now, no one wants it unless everyone has it. And that's so ironic because the sneaker culture was not created off of that premise. It was literally created off the premise of being unique and different. That's the reason when you see shoes that are hard to get, a lot of people gravitate to it. At least true sneakerheads. I'm not talking about the resale value of the shoe by everybody want it. I'm talking about the mere fact that I have something you don't. That's literally what it was built off of. Now, shoes like this, if Kanye rock it, Jay-Z rock it, any celebrity or influencer has it, that's what people want. My generation, we went the opposite direction. We want something no one have. And I know a lot of people in the comment section can't relate about that because that's how I still am. Now, to be fair, I could care less what people have. I'm not gatekeeping on a particular shoe or how I found it and what I paid. I want people to do exactly what I do. Me showing and posting what I copped for the affordable price is not a big deal. And ironically, this shoe started off the Panda Dunks low, hitting for $100. Now nobody wants it.
Back in the days, sneaker culture was all about being unique. You bought what you love, hooped in what you could afford, and nobody clowned you for rocking a pair others didn't want. I remember copping the Jordan 1s back in 2015. Sneakers weren't selling out, and it was a passion over hype. You took pride in being different. But today, people don't want a shoe unless TikTok, a celebrity, or a rapper tells them it's hot.
The culture flipped, and now it's all about keeping up even when you can't afford it. The sneaker culture used to be built off of individuality. Now, It looks like everyone is chasing the same trend. Now, to be honest, you got to get in where you fit in. And this was my first pair of Nike shoes. It was the Cortez, not the Forrest Gump colorway, this silhouette. And literally I paid roughly that back in the 90s when my mom bought my first pair of Nikes. These are going for $69.99, and this pair is going for $10 cheaper, and it's predominantly all suede. I'm not mad at it. I actually like it. And then you get into the more comfy walkers, the 6000s, or rather P6000. And this is dark pony, I believe. And this is black and white and anthracite. I don't know how. That's how it reads. These look like they're barely volts, but they're not. Black and sail. Then you got these. Not sure what those are. So the Pegasus waves, like the colorway, 80 with 30 off. And there's more colors of them, like 134. I know you guys probably not caring for these, but I want to show the deals. There's somebody out there that's probably looking for the first Pegasus wave and they're looking for the cheapest price possible. These are 80, and these are 2005, or rather the Pegasus 2005. Those are 100. Those are taxes in, and so is this. And this one is extremely cheap. This one's going for $54.97 with 30%, along with this colorway as well. I'm not opposed to either of those. And this also proved my other point the other day, where I actually saw some Pegasus and it was going for $74 with 30% off. And I felt that they actually increased the reduced price to $74, because it used to be $54. And this actually confirmed what I actually believe, because I think this was the going price when it was at 30, and when they dropped the additional 30 off and become 20, they raised the reduced price. So now they're 54 with 30, which I think is a great deal. That's a great deal. Ooh, the Vomero 5s. Dope colorway, 90. No sales tax on that, nor this, and this is also going for 90. I don't think I've seen this colorway in the outlets yet. Dope fine. Someone once said, nobody wants them until everybody has them. So we actually found out what was sitting on the shelf when it was bare and naked. It was these, the Panda Dunk Miz, and it was hitting for $59.97 with 30% off. That's going to be $41 out the door. We talked about how no one wants them until everyone has, and now that everyone has them, no one wants them. Even at the cheapest price, there's a few pairs left if you guys are interested. I also put up the sizing chart right next to this shoe and show you what's remaining of this particular model. So my mic died, so I have to talk real close to this camera. They do got some Jordan 1s, but these are women. They're hitting for $100, and then they got the Christmas version for $89.99. Both of these are women. Both of these are tax exempt, 90 and 100. They do got another low, but they're going for $79.99.